Shalom. Brother Kabad back with another GMS lesson. GMS keep pushing. Before I go any further, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, for teaching us His truth according to the Bible and rule well. Another shalom to all the sincere Akims at the four corners of the earth, pushing His truth through diligence and sincerity and in charity. All right, a final shalom to our sincere followers, believers of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you men, women, and children, not just hearers of the word, but doers as well. All right, the hopeful elect, shalom. And came across this article in my news app, and it had a video with it. So I'll play the video, and then we might read some of the article, but the video says it all. All right. And before I play it, I'm gonna bring out this precept, and then we'll go from there. And Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying to the hopeful elect. Leviticus 11:9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. So the Lord is getting ready to give you a portion of your dietary law, and these two precepts. All right. The Lord said, these shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Now, this story is sure to make your mouth water. This picture here lighting up social media, featuring two Brooklynites enjoying some good old seafood while traveling to Las Vegas. This is the way to travel.
Thousands of feet up in the air, they still got their seafood. News 12's Phil Tate tonight met with this dynamic duo, telling him this isn't anything new. There's more to this story. Check it out.
Like, Mom, we're in the shade room. She's like, who's throwing shade at me? I was like, no, Mom, it's the shade room.
Camille Pratt couldn't believe it. This photo of him and Mom Susie aboard a flight to Las Vegas, sizzling up social media months later.
Breaking bread in the air was something like normal. It was just regular because we always do it, you know? We actually do it bigger than that.
The two traveling with family, having a full-on seafood boil thousands of feet in the air, catching the eyes of passengers, even the flight attendant who they say snapped the photo.
Oh, they was just like smiling, and you know, it was just a lot of positivity. Like, people was running up taking our photos. Like, we felt like stars.
But for Susie, she says while the photos stunned social media, she has been doing this since the age of 8.
Never flew without my seafood. Every time I fly, I bring seafood. I never had a seafood-less flight.
Even taking her favorite finger-licking food,
I would bring seafood into water parks for my daughter's birthday.
For the past 2 days, many wondering how the crab legs made it past security.
TSA lets anybody in with food. It does not matter what your food is. They will allow you to bring your food.
But a family tradition hit Susie to the core.
I couldn't get no sleep. And they told me to stay away from the comments, and I couldn't.
As thousands sounded off on social media.
But the ghetto was disturbing to me because nothing about me and my son is ghetto. We take pride in being classy. And it was more of a classy thing than anything because I wasn't even in first class, and I turned coach to first class.
And they say they'll continue to cook first-class meals for others with their local business clause.
Of making seafood, the flavor, the fun making it. It's very simple, quick.
This dynamic duo still has the seafood sizzling, but they tell me that their next big goal is to cook for Wendy Williams. Now we're here in Bed-Stuy. Phil Tate.
You know, I pray
A feed in.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushai destroys their business, man. All right, just to throw that out there. All right, so let's keep reading. Leviticus 11:10. And all that have not fins and scales, as you see, a lobster, shrimp, crab, oysters, mussels. They don't have fins and scales. It says, and in the rivers, all of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. When you go into that word abomination, it's a wicked and filthy act, man. This is a wicked and filthy act in the eyes of the Lord. See, these seafood creatures that Jake loves to indulge and parade as a delicacy is actually the garbage disposal of the sea. Just like with pigs, but pork, they're the land garbage disposal. Okay? And you're not supposed to eat those either, as the same chapter tells you. But this is what our people take pride and joy in. And the Lord's going to destroy them for that, man. This is a law and a commandment for you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans. You have to be separate from these other nations. Verse 11, they shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat their flesh, but ye shall have their ye shall have their carcasses an abomination. Whatsoever have not fins or scales. Oh, Slacky, I read that part. Okay. No, I didn't. Slacky, keep reading. So it says it again. All right. It says, whatsoever have not fins or scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. And then it goes on to the fowls of the air, the eagle, osprey, the raven, hawk, the owl. All these things we're not supposed to be eating. Hey, look, bat. All right. And, you can continue to read that on your own. But I wanted to get that out of that Leviticus about the law on shellfish, man. It's like, slacky. But let's get another precept. Let's go to matter of fact, let's stay in Leviticus. This is Leviticus 26:46. These are the statutes and judgments and laws which the Lord made between him and the children of Israel and Mount Sinai by the hands of Moses. This is a law. This is a commandment that we refrain from these foods. They are not to our benefit. Then you're wondering why you got high cholesterol. Why you walking around with gout? Why you taking 7 to 12 medications? Why you all jacked up? Why your body looks funny? Why your private area stinks, man? I had a woman tell me that. I had a woman literally tell me that. She said, "Yeah, I know this. We're not supposed to be eating this food, and I know it's not good for you." And she was like, one of the main reasons, she says she eats it, but she eats it rarely. Not that much because it makes her private area stink. So why the hell do you eat it? Don't eat it, period. But Jake just got to have, they just look like, they said, you see on the screen, she just got to have that lobster, got to have that crab, got to have that shrimp. But these are laws. Let's get another one. And this is Deuteronomy 10:12. And now, Israel, what doeth the Lord thy power require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy power? She's not fearing the Lord. And she's not the only one. Her Fruity Pebbles son, the same way. He was just as fruity as he wanted to be, man. The Lord has requirements, and Jake does not fear. We went over that last night. Me and the Elder Hawad did a lesson on that, man. But to fear the Lord, thy power, to walk in all his ways, and best believe Jake be the first one to say, yeah, I'm going to follow the Lord. I'm this, I'm that. You're right. Jake honor the Lord with their lips, man. And then they go do something like this. It says, to walk in all his ways, to love him, and love is keeping the commandments, and to serve the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good. You don't think the Lord knows what he's doing? He created us. Oh, man. Let's see. Man, so many, man. Let's get a quick one in Proverbs. It says, evil pursueth sinners. Now, this is a sin right here that you see on the screen. If you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and you're being partakers of shellfish, it is a sin. We just read it. It's abomination. It's a wicked, filthy act. You're transgressing the law. It says, but to the righteous good shall be repaid. What's going to be repaid to her? Evil. Evil pursueth sinners. So she's lucky she didn't die in that plane crash. She didn't choke on that food and die. Oh, yeah. You know what? I was thinking about this precept in Thawar Yahweh Shemel Shah that came back to me. Yep, this is Sirach 5. And I'll start at 2. It says, fall not thy own mind and thy strength to walk in the way of thy heart. And that's what Jake do. They follow their own heart, their own mind, their own way, what they think is okay. But going back to Proverbs, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not to their own understanding. Proverbs 3 and 5. Verse 3, Sirach 5 and 3. And say not, who will control me for my works? For the Lord shall surely revenge thy pride. And she says she takes pride in what she does. They got their own family business doing that nonsense, man. Poisoning the hell out of Jake. That's what they doing, man. But the Lord's going to revenge that pride, though. He's going to revenge it. Get mad, man. Just get sick and tired, man. Especially that N-dub woman, man. Verse 4. Here's a point. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm happened unto me? She said she been doing it since she was 8 years old. And we're going to close out on that scripture. I'm pretty sure brothers know where I'm going. She been doing it since 8 years old. Sirach 5 and 4. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm happened unto me? For the Lord is long-suffering. He will in no wise let thee go. He's not going to let you go for your wickedness, man. He's going to eventually call that card. He's going to pull it. He's going to pull it, man. And then what you going to do? Nothing. There's Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sinners against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. That's right. Because she hasn't been judged for her evil work. Because back in ancient times, you was judged pretty quickly for going off against the God of the Bible and his blessed word. But what the scripture now, the Lord is long-suffering. Like we read in Sirach, the 5th chapter. And he would in no wise let thee go. It says, verse 12, Ecclesiastes 8 and 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times, I've been doing this since I was 8 years old. And his days be prolonged, yet surely I know it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him. So it's going to go well for those that fear. Fear keeps coming out. Fear keeps coming out in these last days, man. Either you get on board with fear in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who the word ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. That's their names in the ancient Hebrew. The Lashuan Kodash, the Hebrew tongue. Okay? Or the Lord's going to bring something that you gon' fear. All right? Last precept. Verse 13. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Next time you want to put a shellfish into your mouth. Something to think about, man. Remember the scriptures say, all the sinners of my people, all the sinners of my people shall what? Let's get it. Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. That's what the Lord is saying. Which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. See, the bad times that are here, they're here. We're living in the bad times. And Jake saying, oh, that's not going to stop me from eating my shrimp, my lobster, my crab legs. Well, just keep on at it. The Lord will in no wise let thee go. Shalom.